1. What is the primary cause of most commercial vehicle crashes? A. Poor road conditions. B. Vehicle malfunction. C. Driver error. D. Weather. Two. How often should a pre-trip inspection be performed? A. Before every trip. B. Once a week. C. Every 5,000 miles. D. Only when required by DOT. 3. What is the purpose of the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations or FMCSRs? A. To set safety standards for commercial motor vehicles. B. To regulate fuel prices. C. To limit competition in the trucking industry. D. To ensure faster deliveries. 4. What is the safest way to handle a curve while driving a large truck? A. Brake hard in the middle of the curve. B. Speed up slightly. C. Slow down before entering the curve. D. Keep the speed steady throughout the curve. 5. If your vehicle has an anti-lock braking system or ABS, how should you brake during an emergency? A. Pump the brakes. B. Apply firm, steady pressure. C. Apply light, intermittent pressure. D. Apply maximum pressure for a short time. 6. How can you prevent drowsiness when driving long distances? A. Get enough rest before driving. B. Drink excessive caffeine. C. Keep the radio volume high. D. Drive with the windows down. 7. What is the minimum following distance when driving a commercial vehicle at highway speeds? A. 1 second for every 5 feet of vehicle length. B. 4 seconds. C. At least 1 second for every 10 feet of vehicle length. D. 2 seconds. 8. What is a common sign of tire failure? A. Increase in engine power. B. Sudden increase in speed. C. Vibration and loud noises. D. Steering becomes easier. 9. When should you check your cargo? A. Before the trip, within the first 50 miles, and every 150 miles or 3 hours. B. Only at the start of a trip. C. Every time you stop for fuel. D. Only when picking up or dropping off the load. 10. What should you do if you experience a tire blowout? A. Hit the brakes immediately. B. Steer sharply to maintain control. C. Hold the steering wheel firmly and ease off the gas. D. Accelerate slightly. 11. What is the maximum allowable air brake leakage rate for a single vehicle? A. 2 psi per minute. B. 3 psi per minute. C. 5 psi per minute. D. 6 psi per minute. 12. What should you do if your air pressure drops below 60 psi? A. Increase speed to build air pressure. B. Pull over and stop safely. C. Pump the brakes rapidly. D. Turn off the engine. 13. What is the purpose of the air compressor governor? A. To regulate the braking power. B. To control the air pressure in the tank. C. To cool the engine. D. To engage the emergency brakes. 14. Why should you avoid excessive braking on a downgrade? A. It wears out the brakes faster. B. It can cause brake fade due to overheating. C. It makes the vehicle slower. D. It increases fuel consumption. (15) What does the spring brake system do? A. Provides emergency and parking braking. B. Helps slow the vehicle on downhill grades. C. Increases air pressure. D. Assists with steering. 16. What is the purpose of a slack adjuster? A. To apply additional braking power. B. To adjust the tension in the air brake system. C. To release the parking brake. D. To supply air to the brake chambers. 17. When conducting an air brake test, what is the proper sequence? A. Build pressure, check leaks, test low pressure warning, check emergency brakes. B. Test emergency brakes, then build pressure. C. Test service brakes first. D. Release the parking brake and pump the pedal. 18. What is the danger of crossing air lines when coupling a trailer? A. The brakes will not work properly. B. The trailer will not turn. C. The trailer doors will not open. D. The trailer lights will not function. (19) When should you use the trailer hand valve while driving? A. When making turns. B. Only when checking the brakes. C. When driving in reverse. D. During normal braking. (20) What should you check before backing under a trailer? A. The trailer is at the correct height. B. The landing gear is fully extended. C. The kingpin is locked. D. The brakes are released. (21) How do you know if a trailer is properly coupled to a tractor? A. The trailer will tilt slightly. B. There will be space between the fifth wheel and the trailer. C. The kingpin is locked in place with no gap. D. The trailer brakes release automatically. (22) Why should you never use the trailer handbrake when parking? A. It could drain the air tanks. B. It could lead to brake failure when driving again. C. It could make uncoupling impossible. D. It will lock the wheels. (23) What should you do if your trailer starts to jackknife? A. Accelerate to regain control. B. Apply the trailer brakes. C. Release the brakes and steer in the direction of the skid. D. Turn the steering wheel sharply. CLP. A Commercial Learner's Permit or CLP is a temporary permit that allows individuals to practice driving a commercial motor vehicle or CMV under the supervision of a qualified commercial driver. It is a prerequisite for obtaining a commercial driver's license or CDL and is issued by the state's Department of Motor Vehicles or DMV or equivalent agency. To qualify for a CLP, applicants must meet age requirements, typically 18 or 21, depending on interstate or intrastate driving, pass written knowledge tests covering general commercial vehicle operation, air brakes, and specific endorsements, and meet medical certification standards. The CLP is usually valid for a limited period, often 180 days, and allows the holder to operate a CMV for training purposes but not for commercial transport. Once the required behind-the-wheel training is completed, the driver can take the CDL skills test to obtain full licensing. Here are 5 top beneficial uses of CLP. 1. Hands-on training for CDL. The CLP allows aspiring commercial drivers to gain real-world experience by practicing driving a commercial motor vehicle or CMV under the supervision of a qualified CDL holder, preparing them for the CDL skills test. 2. Compliance with federal and state regulations. A CLP ensures that drivers receive proper training and meet Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration or FMCSA requirements before obtaining a full commercial driver's license or CDL, promoting safety on the roads. 3. Career advancement opportunities. Earning a CLP is the first step toward a high-demand, well-paying career in trucking, bus driving, and other commercial transportation fields, opening doors to employment with logistics, freight, and passenger transport companies. 4. Allows endorsement preparation. While training with a CLP, drivers can prepare for endorsements such as hazardous materials or H, passenger or P, or tanker or N, which enhance their qualifications and earning potential. 5. Facilitates employer-sponsored training programs. Many trucking companies and driving schools accept CLP holders into company-sponsored CDL training programs, providing an affordable pathway to obtain a full CDL while gaining valuable driving experience.